is one of those requisite tools needed to effectively prepare them in dealing with animal diseases. Meanwhile, a training of trainers workshop for frontline extension workers on poultry and small ruminant production was held in Jawara Agricultural Training Center. Effective skills transfer on best farm practices in the promotion of poultry and livestock production would contribute to attainment of good health and enhance income level of farmers. Tamba Kinte, Chief Executive Officer of Kerawan Area Council, applauded Regional Agricultural Directorate and LHDP for their immense contribution to food security and sustainable livelihood. Capacity building for frontline extension workers, as underscored by Sehu E. Sanyang, Regional Agriculture Director for North Bank Region, can boost food production and help decrease poverty at farmer level. He further implored participants to participate fully and gain much knowledge and skills required for onward training for farmers. Srip Sanyang, Monitoring and Evaluation Officer, said the project's primary focus on empowering farmers to adopt technical approaches to increase their production for food security and poverty reduction. The need for extension workers to ensure that farmers are given the right information geared towards boosting production to improve living standards was emphasized during the workshop. For Grts News, I am Fatou Jassi.
The National Youth Council has been actively helping young school leavers obtain job internship in some of the country's public institutions and offices. The initiative, dubbed Summer Holiday Jobs, is in its second successive year. Louis Mendy reports.
The National Youth Council shares a common vision and mission with its parents' body, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, to empower the country's teeming youthful populations. One of the ways the Council does this is by organizing what it calls Summer Holiday Jobs or Attachment Scheme for school-going children, mostly in senior grades and even fresh jobless graduates. The move, which began 2 years ago, is also meant to stem down the number of idle youths during the period.
The National Youth Council has been said by the CARE that in 2010 initiated come up with this program to at least work on a holiday job for young people that are still going to school, to at least go into the employment field and see what is happening there, to prepare them for the future. When they complete schools, they will be able to be fitted into their fields or areas where they're interested in. And in that, art students are normally identified to go to media houses and other institutions which we know are art professions, and the other, those who are science students will go to the medical health facilities and things like such. And we have those who are doing economics in school who normally send to banks and other places. This all geared towards trying to build a future for our young people that are going to school.
The Point newspaper is one institution in the country that absorbs most of those holiday job seekers, oriented and recommended by the Council. Adama Jallo is one of them, now a full-time employee of the Point newspaper.
The Point has been one of the institutions that we are accepting students from the NYSC through the holiday jobs. And as a result, we had a good number of students who come through the NYSC through the holiday job since the initiation of this project in 2010.
This press briefing is therefore calling on institutions across the country to aid the Council help the youth by promoting the attachment scheme.
And the beauty of the whole project is the fact that these young people don't even expect to be paid salary. You know, all that they are interested in is to come see what you do, how you do it, how they can also contribute in terms of doing it. Also what they can learn, you know, what they can, in terms of also how close or how related it is to what they study in school. Basically, this is what we intend to do. And also one of the reasons for this is the fact that, like again, Farmer has stated earlier on, more often than not, we see advertised on the papers vacancies, and it is requested that you must have to have A, B, and C work experience. So we thought perhaps one way we can help equip these young people, you know, with that experience, with that skill, with the wherewithal for them to fit squarely into that position of responsibility is that we need to involve them into such a project so that they will have that experience, so that they will learn on the job, so that by the time they go back to school, they would have been able to compare what they've seen, how it is done, and what they learn. That will go.
I would call it holiday jobs, but I want to add the word voluntary holiday jobs. so that I will allay a lot of fears around so many institutions. Because for them, if you say holiday job, they may think that maybe if you should attach these children there, it will be a compulsory on them to be paying them or even giving them some stipend. But that is not the case. You know, the executive secretary has already made it clear in his statement that it's not a force on any one of them. All they are interested in is to learn. Us also at our level as a ministry, honestly, we have given this initiative the deserving respect and support that it deserves, and we will always continue to support the Gambia National Youth Council toward this cause.
The press briefing also reveals that the holiday job package is available every year between the months of August and October. The form for the 2012 summer are available at the office of the National Youth Council. Interested applicants can now get them. Louis Mendy, GRTS.
Takaful Insurance Company has made profits amounting to $1.4 million, and in keeping with tradition, officials of the Sharia-compliant insurance company recently gathered at Takaful's headquarters to share the profit. Babukar Kamara has more on that.
An event like no other, an event by the just and caring, an event ordained by Islamic faith and duty, an event that lays a vision that one's gain does not have to come at the expense of the other. An event that demonstrates that even in a cutthroat business world, all can win.
His welcome address serves as the two fundamentals governing their operation as an Islamic instituted insurance company that uses Sharia for its profit and dividend sharing.
The year 2011 has turned out to be the first year profit is generated for the shareholders of Takaful from the beginning of its operation in 2008. Our esteemed shareholders continue to bear with us, running at a loss, for their fullest cooperation and confidence in the Takaful concept. Our shareholders have no doubt in the Islamic insurance concept as a winning system of doing insurance for its fairness to all parties, namely the participant, the shareholder, and the poor.
The poor holds a considerable amount of their investment, despite their inability to significantly contribute in the profit portfolio of Takaful, a liability considered by many financial experts, but a divine profit they anticipate from God as they brand themselves with the Islamic principle of caring and sharing.
The poor went so poor that you do not have anything to insure. Takaful will equally promise you benefit through the benevolence of Allah, Allah's mercy, in the prescription of zakat. We thank God for being able to confirm to you that we have consistently paid our profits and zakat annually from inception, in addition to fulfilling our corporate social responsibility. We are also proud and most grateful to Allah for being able to inform you that as we stand here before you, we have no claim whatsoever pending in our books for payment.
With a sound financial and management record, the 4-year-old Islamic insurance organization is to share $1.4 million among over 4,000 shareholders, investors, and the poor. The 2011 profit sharing was preceded by recitation of the Holy Quran. Babukar Kamara, GRTS.
The Banjul Jack Society recently conversed in the city for the formal launching of the group. The grand ceremony held at Independence Drive was graced by notable women leaders, lawmakers, and cabinet ministers. Sam Wilbur reports.
They are a group of women from Banjul and beyond, dubbed the JEG Society, and currently making their presence felt in Gambian politics. The idea, initially conceived by a few ladies resident in the capital city, now attracts the attention of women from across the country. It is those members who recently converged on the capital city to officially launch the group in a colorful ceremony graced by well-wishers and a cross-section of Banjulians. Speakers including Ajiwara Nyang, Alhaji Birinjai, and Mariama Sise spoke of some of the group's interventions since inception. They've been actively supporting the public in the areas of health and education through philanthropic gestures and scholarships.